Hello everybody, welcome to the new video of the channel. Hope you like it and you like our contest. Let's start with the first subject, fear, and all questions that comes to our minds about it. So let's talk. It's this universal experience, right? Every single one of us has felt that cold grip in our chest, that sudden catch in our breath. We see it in our pets when there's a thunderstorm or in a deer frozen in headlights. It's a thing that runs through so much of life. But you know what's funny? Even with something so common, science and psychology still don't have one neat, tidy definition they all agree on. It's not as simple as it seems for you, right? I found the most useful way to think about it, and a lot of researchers do too, is it as kind of made lemon, an interesting variable that's a fancy way of saying it's the process that connects a scary situation to our reaction. It's not the beer itself. It's not just you running away. It's the entire internal system, the alarm bells, the calculations, the chemical signals that links the two. Now, the system is incredibly sophisticated. Your brain is a masterful context detector. Think about it. You're on your couch, watching a horror film, the monster leaps out, you jump, your heart skips a beat, but a part of your brain, the rational prefrontal cortex, is whispering, just a movie. The stuff is safe. The snacks are right here. That simulated threat. Your body gets a taste of the fear response, but the master override is engaged. Contrast it with a real threat. You're hiking and you turn a corner to see a bear, or you're driving and a tire blows. There's no whisper then. It's a full system broadcast. This is the famous fight or flight response, and it's run by a tiny ancient part of your brain called the amygdala. It triggers the release of cascade of stress hormones, chiefly adrenaline or epinephrine. This is your body's ultimate performance-enhancing drug for survival. Dr. Jane Agora, a family medicine doctor, puts it well. She says, adrenaline is what allows your body to make those in-the-moment decisions to protect yourself. It's just shutdowns non-essential functions and supercharges the ones you need. Your pupils delay the take in more visual information. Blood flow is redirected from your digestive system to your large muscles. You're relaxed to run, you're armed to fight, your heart rate and breathing skyrocket and want more oxygen. And we feel all of these in such vivid, sometimes strange ways. The symptoms of fear are like reading a user manual for your own private wiring. You get goosebumps. That's a poor evolutionary link for our predators. Below erection, making hair stand on end, making them look bigger to a predator. We're left with just the skin reflex. Dry math. In a crisis, salivating is not a priority. Your nervous system pulls resources, which can make your tongue feel like sandpaper, your throat tied. Cold sweets. That's your body trying to thermoregulate it under sudden. It's into stress, prepare for extreme exertion. Even crying makes sense. The American Psychological Association notes this can be enabled by your nervous system to rebalance overwhelming emotion, to reduce tension. Sometimes the stress is so severe, it can trigger hives your immune system, getting momentarily confused by the crisis signal. And then, after the danger passes, comes the fatigue. That adrenaline surge burns a huge amount of energy. The crash is deep and real. You're left feeling utterly drained because your body just ran a biochemical marathon in 30 seconds. This is all normal, healthy fear. It's adaptive. As someone once said, it keeps us from cuddling tigers or dancing in lightning storms, and short fear keeps us alive. Which brings us to the million-dollar question. If it's so vital for survival, why on earth do we pay money to be scared? Why are haunted houses, skydiving, horror films, and roller coasters billion-dollar industries? Dr. Gore hates on it. Many people enjoy these things because they like the thrill. It's about seeking the sensation of fear in a context of complete safety. This is where the psychology gets really interesting. There's some profound benefit to this kind of reactional fear. First, it's provide catharsis. Modern life is full of low-grade, chronic stress deadline, bills, traffic, but where can you really let it out? You can't scream in the office or cry in a supermarket, but in a haunted house or an roller coaster plant, screaming is not just allowed, it's expected. It's a socially sanctioned pressure valve. You release that pent-up emotion energy in a blast, and afterwards people often report feeling clearer, lighter, even happier. Second, it builds a sense of mastery and accomplishment. You voluntarily walk into a scary situation, you endure the physiological ride, the pounding hurts, the shortness of breath, and you come out the other side, unharmed, victorious. Your brain lows that win. I faced that, and I was okay. Yes, that's what he said. It's a powerful boost to self-efficacy, which is just a fancy term for you believe in your ability to handle challenges. It's also a form of emotional co-regulation when you're with friends sharing this instant experience. The laughter relief afterwards bond you. You even been through many adventures together. But And this is a crucial, but this only works when the off switch is clear. When you know fundamentally that you are safe, the moment that certainly vanishes, the enjoyment evaporates and it's replaced by pure terror. This leads us to the darkest side of this spectrum. When the survival system malfunctions, this is where fear becomes a phobia. A phobia isn't just strong dislike, it's an intense, irrational fear of a specific thing or situation that poses little to no real danger. It's your amygdala that I talked about earlier, firing its alarm and at a completely inappropriate target: clowns, elevators, social gathering. The key marker is avoidance. Life becomes structured around avoidance trigger, and this avoidance is what makes it a disorder, because it starts to shrink your world. It can interfere with your job, your relationships, your health, and the constant anxiety can be a gateway to other issues like depression or other anxiety disorders. The good news, phobias are among the most treatable psychological issues. Therapies like cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, and exposure therapy are highly effective. A doctor or therapist can help you slowly, safely recalibrate that alarm system to continue to calm your body and comfort the fear in manageable steps. So, understanding fear isn't just about spooky season, it's about understanding the core part of the human experience. It's the ancient, hardwired guardian that shouts, "Danger!" And it's the moaning, curious mind that sometimes decided to politely knock on danger's door just to feel a rush of being alive and then walk back out, smiling. It teaches us about our limits, our resilience, and the profound difference between being in danger and simply feeling the thrilling, shadow that feeling in a world we know it's ultimately safe. Well, we've come to the end of the video. Hope I answered all your questions about fear. See you on the next one. Goodbye!